Hello everyone and welcome back to another Minecraft Ideas. This time we're gonna look at the pure essentials of your Minecraft survival world, which is the storage rooms. I recently started playing survival myself and I noticed just how much storage you actually need. So, first things first, let's look at this warehouse. Basically, this is what you would see in maybe like a shop or like a storage room of a shop, right? Like everything is labeled, everything is like storage very neatly, but it's also very barren because they try to minimize the costs on all the storage units. So, for example, you could use this site for your wood, stones, and dirt, saplings, bamboo, flowers. You don't have to label anything, but just using this, you know where everything is, right? So, you know that everything on this side is your wood, your dirt, and your stone. You could even technically do it with some an item filter on this side. But if you want to do that on the other sides, then, well, let's just say you're gonna need a very big room, or maybe you can do it all on top of the building and then you might have enough room. Actually, I'm not quite sure about that. I think you need like 4 blocks for that. Then you just have to do it like this. Still works, right? But you have to like one storage unit less. Now other than that, we also have your crafting tables here neatly set up in one strict line so it doesn't take any space. You got all of your furnaces here to do all the smelting. Try to put some decorational things over here with the lightning rod going to these blocks, and then all the way here to the lava cauldron, as it would look like you're pumping lava into your smelters. Over here we got also a water one, which actually does nothing at all, but maybe you can connect it to your item sorter or whatever. I'm sure you can find something to do with this, but right now it's pure decorational. And then right next to that, the 2 other pipelines have a decoration as well. Now you can see it's very simple, it's very clean, but it can store so much items without taking too much space. And if you have a room dedicated to just this kind of setup, then you have plenty of items to store. You can also, of course, use just instead of barrels, but in my opinion, barrels look just a lot better. But just have like that neat double room. So yeah, pick your poison, I would say. Just a quick check on how this room looks like at night. You'll see that even at night these things light up like crazy. There's like, I don't know, you don't even notice that it's night if you're in here. Just like in a real warehouse, you just lose track of all sense of time. So this thing is actually very real. Then next up we got something a little bit more advanced. I would call this kind of a laboratory, where you have all of your storage units as well. So how this thing works is I tried to put an item sort on the back, but I didn't put it on the side, so it's not gonna work. These item sorters shoots things up. As you can see, it goes all the way up there in the glass elevator. The reason this works is because the game doesn't know what to do with the items. So they just like keep putting them up. Then they go all the way up here in the water stream. They get split into 2 ways. And then just like a hopper line going all the way around here. Goes into every sorter. So for example, this one is smooth quartz, this is a block of netherite, and goes all the way around. You could let it go somewhere else if it doesn't find anything, or else just like keeps going right until it gets stuck. So I will suggest having like an emergency exit line that stops the items from going on forever, just in case you don't have that storage unit. This does not work because I don't have the redstone setup on the side, but I wanted to give you an example on how it could look like over here. So you basically have your standard item sorter, right? And you hope that it goes over here and it stores in these barrels. This thing could work underwater. You can see I try to do it underwater, so it looks a little bit fancier if you look up. And the water also goes down here through the new copper blocks. They are actually waterlocked, so you can put water in there and it doesn't go anywhere. And then it goes beneath this where all of your lightning is as well. Of course, you don't need to do this underwater, but if you want to do this underwater and have an item sorter, be sure to like have a secure area for your redstone so it doesn't all get washed away. Probably very troublesome as well, so building underwater is an absolute pain in the butthole. Other than the storage system, there's not really that much going on. Try to keep it as simple as possible. You'll see some decorational stuff here and there with the blocks, but that's basically all there is to it. Then this bad boy at night, it's it works. You got plenty of light from beneath and there's no light on top. Except for over there, because I use some wax copper bulb to make sure the monster doesn't spawn on top of your item sorter. Then next up we're going back more to the normal overworld stuff, and this is, if you saw my kitchen videos, you probably saw one of the kitchen that looked kind of like this, like in this style. I mean, a good old mansion or old house style with the bricks and darker wood. But this is a very survival friendly build as well, as you have all of your essentials over here just marked with an item frame and stored like however you want it. So for example, these are all your ores, this is some of the food, some random blocks here and there, maybe a redstone here. Then all of the common blocks like the deep slate, the cobblestone and the dirt, just in case you're crafting your armor and you want to enchant it. Of course, you can also craft your armor over here, because we have a middle stage in here, which is kind of like a workshop. You can also add whatever you want to it. Then on the other side we have all of our smelting stuff, so you can smelt whatever you want here and then put it in the chest that you want. Other than that, we have some small decoration things going on to keep the room a little bit nicer, you know. Like the leaves over here with the chains, and because you can't put lanterns to leaves, and I absolutely hate torches as a decorational block, you can add some moss blocks here and there, and you'll barely see a difference. I bet you didn't even notice it when I first came here, that these are moss blocks and these are leaves. So on moss block you can hang a lantern, and then you can have some lightning behind it. You could also put some lightning blocks behind your chest, as you don't really see it from afar, but it does actually light up the room quite well. And the ceiling is very odd looking, like these pixels are so weird to me because they barely have any change in texture. Like a normal Minecraft block, if you look at it, like for example blank, you see all these little dots here and there that have different colors, so they really thought it went out. At the bottom of a loom, for some reason, they just didn't care about the textures at all. They just like put some stripes here and there, like, you know what, that's good. Let's call it a day. And now we got these flat looking grids, I would almost say. It works well as a ceiling, but it's just so odd to me how, yeah, look, they even like paid attention to the side of the loom, underneath the loom, they just didn't really care about it. I really don't know why. Don't ask me. Then this one at night is pretty cozy, I would say so. As you can see on this side you have plenty of light because of all the light behind the chest, and the couple tool up there make sure that that part isn't very darkened as well. This side is pretty dark, but you could maybe fix that with having more lanterns on that side. And last but not least, we got kind of like a desert house, something you would build in the desert obviously. And it's also a very cozy kind of storage location. I would say it's probably not the most efficient, like out of all the other storage rooms, this is probably the one with the least storage. But that's because you are more focused on your decorations than on the storage itself. It does, however, have plenty of storage. I think there's like, well, in the 20 or maybe 30 double chests here, so you can actually store quite a lot of stuff here. And there's a small storage area over here where you can keep all your goods, kind of like you have in some older buildings, like a separate, darker, I would almost say, a darker storage room. And you normally have where you have all of your random stuff that you probably use once in a lifetime, but you don't want to throw away because you still got some emotional value to it. Maybe you used it one on the party and it's like, you know, you never know if you're ever gonna use it again, then it's just stuck there forever. Yeah. Anyway, if you're looking at decorations even more, you'll see that there's just all kind of desert elements here and there as well. Some furnaces here and there as well, and an anvil and a crafting table, so you have everything you need. There's no other crafting tables right here, but those are mostly crafting tables you don't really need that often, except for maybe the stone cutter. But if you look around, then you will see that there's plenty of space to place it in case you still want it. There's also a staircase going to the next floor because this is technically inside the house and you probably have more rooms to it as well. And then of course we also have to check this one at night. And as you can see, this is very cozy because of all the lanterns we got over here is light enough to light everything up. Other than the lanterns on the ceiling, we don't really have that much light. I got a lantern over here, but I don't really think that one matters too much. If I break this one, actually, yes, it does. It does matter quite a lot. Let's put that one back. Let's pretend nothing happened. And if we go here, you see that it's indeed a little bit darker than the other room, but that's how we like it and that's how we keep it. And there we have it. 4 quick little tours on my new storage rooms, and I hope you really enjoyed this video and I hope you got some inspiration out of it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya!